Hi, I'm Anthony.
I'm Annie.
I'm Austin. I'm Michael.
I'm Caroline.
I'm Steven.
My name is Andrew Bavin, and this is S.J.YOU. So my path to St. Joseph's University started actually my freshman year when I transferred here. I decided I kind of wanted to come home after being away, so I transferred back to St. Joe's because I had a couple friends who went here, and I figured I'll go to school close to home, so that's what I ended up doing. And I started playing guitar when I was like 6 years old, I think, and I fell in love with it, and I've been playing ever since. So it's been about maybe 15 or 16 years at this point. So I have a condition called Stargardt's disease, and I basically just tell people it's like I have old person vision. So basically it's a juvenile form of macular degeneration where I lose my vision from the inside out. It's very common in people like the ages of 70 and above. So yeah, basically my vision from the center out is kind of like slowly disappearing. It's like it kind of just looks like a big glob. I could basically just see like some colors. Not really, it's not very clear image, but my peripheral vision's like from here all the way out is like perfect. And I found out when I was about 10 years old, but I didn't really like fully grasp, you know, the conditions that I have to be living with and like the adversity I would have to face going forward. I didn't really understand at 10 years old, but when I was about 13 or 14 is when I started to notice blind spots in my vision. Got it. Things like this, people have struggles in their life all the time, and it's just one aspect of my life, and I'm not gonna let that stop me from living. You know, I've like fully accepted the fact that I have a visual impairment, and I take it as a challenge every day, but it doesn't stop me from moving forward, doing things I love, music. I still play basketball a couple times a week with my friends. I do pretty much everything normal. I'm actually pretty good at Fortnite, which is crazy because I don't have like the whole, a large portion of my central vision isn't there, so I sit like this close to the screen when I play, and I have a big screen. So that's really intense. Like people love coming over and watching me play Fortnite because it's kind of crazy like how I pull it off. I don't really know how I do it, but I can't really read the board or like I can't really read anything in class. Like it's really hard to see the board or anything like that. And I actually am registered at the accommodations office, so they help to accommodate me. I get things sent to me ahead of time so I can read them before class. I blow them up on my computer. And yeah, it's really difficult, especially when you're working on a team, because the school system is built for people who have, you know, normal vision, who have good vision, who can read. And so like my style of learning and processing information and getting information from the teacher is completely different. And yes, I learn with my ears all the time. You know, just think about if you could sit in the classroom and basically just go like this and try to learn for a test, it's very difficult. And, you know, I like to say that there's no such thing as like the perfect accommodation. So how does my visual impairment affect guitar playing? So honestly, in my personal opinion, blind musicians are like the best musicians. Honestly, like it's really all comes down to muscle memory, which is I fortunately have. Like I have really good hands for guitar and things like that, so I don't really need to look essentially. Yeah, my play style is very unique just because I have adapted to having a loss for vision, so I really am in tune with my hands and the fretboard, and I have a real like a mental image of what's going on with my hands while I'm playing. So yeah. To try to explain what it's like to someone who doesn't perform, it's honestly magical. It's the closest thing to having a superpower, is to be able to play guitar, because you're in a zone, you start playing and you're like, holy shit, I just shredded that. That was awesome. And then you see people's reactions and you really enter a zone, kind of like a runner when you're running. You just kind of zone out and you're just inside the music, and you know, it's really awesome to see people's reactions. I've done a handful of shows around this area. We do World Cafe every couple months. We get all our friends and family to come out. It's a really great time. I'm actually the youngest person in the group, but I play lead guitar, and it's a 4-piece band, and we kind of do like upbeat type jazzy stuff, like real music you can dance to. Like you got to really like accept who you are as a person, and like me having this visual impairment is a big part of me as a person. It's a big part of my life. Pretty much everyone who knows me like personally knows that I have that condition, and I like to tell people like who are facing adversity like me that you really just gotta accept it. Like, you gotta be open about talking about it, because that is you, you know? That is your person and your character. So if you steer away from that, you're kind of losing touch with who you are, you know? So I have Stargardt disease, and I'm completely cool with talking about it just because that's who I am. So yeah, thanks for having me on, guys, and it's been a great time. You're watching S.J.YOU. All right.
You're the man.